guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So it's Friday Freebie Day. It is number 252. So today we've got a lovely one, a nice little make, and it's really nice. I made a greetings card a little while ago, and it was sort of like this, obviously a little bit bigger, so I thought I would sort of like try and turn it into like a little journal thingy-jiggedy, which is lovely. So we have this one for the Facebook group. So again, if you are not in the Facebook group, links will be under the video. So please go over, join the group, and then you can go and download this and print it off and make it. You can make it along with me if you like. So this is beautiful, and this is for, like I said, the Facebook group. And then I have another beautiful one, and this is for my lovely Kofi's one-off and monthly supporters. So this is a more sort of shabby, they're both shabby, but this one is more sort of pinky shabby, which is lovely. So I have made both of them to show you what they look like, which are just beautiful. So I'm going to show you. I've used some of my new embellishments to pop on the front, and these are my word ones, and they are just gorgeous, because I haven't really put anything to embellish the front. You've got these two little flowers on there, you've got two pretty little hearts on here, but I've given you so many different little bits and pieces, and I'm sure you've made things. I'm going to give you a couple of ideas of what you can put on the front as well, but look at them. I just think they are just gorgeous. So this is the Friday freebie. So what it is, you open this up. What I've done, I've opened it up, so this is like a little flap. This opens up and this opens up. We have two little tags, two little pockets in there with tags, and then this is a journaling spot, and you can also journal down through here as well. So pop like that, that like that, and then this just tucks in and holds it down. So I just think it's beautiful. Now you attach the bits to the back, and this is going to sit on your page, your journal page, and then on this one I've just done this one slightly different, because I've actually attached both of these to the bottom. So this comes up, this one clips into this bit, and this opens up like that, and again we've got two lovely little tags in there which are beautiful. So this one goes down, and again, you know, you can put whichever one down you like, but what I've done this one this way, and then this just clips in there like that, and this just slots in to both of those like that, if you can, there we go, and it just slips in like that, nice and thin, to go into our journals. Now I'm going to put these in my journals when I finished, so that's them. But these are, I want you to give you a quick peek at these beautiful little word embellishments I've got, which are here. They are called Shabby Chic words and phrases. Now they're in 3 different sizes. I normally do 4 different sizes, but they were too small. They were too small. This is one size. This is the largest size, which, oh my gosh, I just love them. I absolutely love them. So you get 52. I'm not sure. I'll check on that one. I'll pop it on the screen. I'm not quite sure how many you get. And then this is, so we've got, oh my gosh, look at me making a mess. So we've got, this one is your biggest one, then we have this one, which is the next size, and then we have the little tiny ones, which is this size. So you get 3 different sizes. So these are great for paper clips, journal cards, and journal toppers. So just fabulous sizes, and you get all sorts of different words and phrases in there. I just love them. So I just thought they would look really nice on the front of your journal. So they come like this. This is the small ones. You get 2 pages of the small ones. You get 4 pages of the middle ones. I've cut them out. I've cut one of the pages out of that. And then you get 8 pages of the big ones like that. So you get a huge amount. And I just love them. So pop those to the side, and I'm going to get these out, because I'm going to make 2. I'm going to make 1 of each, because I don't normally make the Kofi one, but I'm going to do that one today as well. So I've cut them all out, all ready to go. Really nice and simple to do. So this is your back page. Now you don't obviously, as I say most of the time on all of these, you don't have to do what I do. They are just sort of like little embellishment bits to go into your journal, or however you want to use them. I think that's the way up, the right way up. So that's going to be your backing piece. These are your little flappy pieces like that, and this is the one that goes over the top. So what I've done, I've just scored it down your little score line like that, and we're going to add a little dab of glue. Oh, these are just so simple to do, but just so pretty. And like I said, I made a card. I made a card like this, but obviously in a bigger one, for a lady that I make cards for. So I'm just going to put that on there like that. Like that. And I only had one of the flaps like that, and then this one was over the top like that, so it just sort of like lifted up, and it had sort of like birthday wishes on there, and it had a photograph. I don't show you them because the ones that I do generally have photographs on them, because the lady likes to put pictures of whoever's birthday is on there. So I don't really sort of share them with them, because I don't really want to share people on there if they don't want to be shown on Facebook, not Facebook, on YouTube. So I'm just going to glue this side, then this can just sit on there like that. And I was also thinking, I've got these up here as well, which I made the other day, a little while ago, and these are the little circly ones. I'm just wondering whether that would go on there. That would look lovely, wouldn't it? That would look really nice. Oh, I've got a nice big pink one there. So do you know what I mean? You've probably got lots of lovely embellishments that you've got that you could actually embellish the front with, or you can just leave it plain. But I think we've got so many things that we've made. Oh, I do like that one. I think that looks really nice. Sorry guys, I'm just seeing, look at that one. Look at that, there's little fairies on there. So there's lots and lots and lots of different ways you can embellish them. And I've also got my little thing still on my desk. My little Cameo brooches. I bet these would work as well. Oh, I like that one. I wonder if the bigger ones would work. Sorry, I just got a bit waylaid there. I've got bigger ones. That would work too. Gosh, you could do lots actually and have them all different. I like that one. I bet that one would look nice on there. Oh, I like those. I do like those. So there's lots of different ways to do it. But this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to just put this down. Burnish it with something flat, with something like a little, your little tool, just to hold that down. Then I'm going to, oh, it's got a little cameo there. I'm going to take this one and put that over the top like that, and that's what's going to hold that together. So it's lovely and simple. We do like it simple, don't we? I always say this, but you know, I get lots and lots of lovely, lovely newbies on here, and you know, you don't all have as much supplies as I do, and all my lovelies that watch me regularly. We have lots of crafty supplies, but lots of people don't. So I try and do the Friday freebies so that, you know, everybody can use it and everybody can do something with it. Oh look, I got glue on that one. It's a bit messy, but that's okay. So I try and do it as simply as possible, but with a, you know, but so it's nice. Right, let's take this, open these up. We've got little corners. Now I've done it so they go in here, but again, you can have a double one on the outside if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. Oh, I wonder if that would Oh look guys, you could do that, couldn't you? See, another way of doing that. You could just put one and click that in, and then put that on there like that. I'm going to do that one. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put, this one's going to have to go on this one, isn't it? Because it can't go on this side. So I'm going to put this one on this side. Lots of different ways. Now I'm going to just put a little daub like that. Just put little dots if you've got a sort of like a big tipped glue bottle. Instead of squeezing it out, just put some little dots on there, and that's plenty to stick down like that. There we go. And then we could have both tags in here. Oh, I can't pick it up. Look at that, we can have both tags in this one. So that would go down. So this one would go down, and then this one would go down. This could go on there to hold that shut. Would that hold? No, it's not going to hold it shut, is it? I don't think that's going to hold that. Because this is what I did on this one. It didn't quite hold that down. I think that's why I did both of those. So it goes flat. So I'm going to go back. I knew there was a reason I didn't do that. So do you know what I mean? It's not going to hold it, and I can't really put it like that because it's only going to, I suppose I could. No, I like it held down with two. I'm going to go back to my original. Right, let's just pop a little bit of glue on here. It's worth testing out, wasn't it? So let's just pop those like that. Put that down. There we go. Lovely. And then these little tags. Look at that lovely green. It's just such a pretty, pretty green on there. Now again, if you saw my video on Wednesday, I also made some words on Wednesday for our Lost Mojo, which would probably go, what did they do with those? I think, let me just see. So if you didn't want sort of those shabby words, I made these little words. So I've got all of these bits, so you probably got words that you can use to put on the front as well. I made lots and lots. So you can have words going in, you can have imagine there, you can have a little one down there. So there's lots of things that we can do. Sorry guys, I'm just getting all my bits and pieces out, and then we've got our little embellishments that we made the other day as well. So I'm sure you'll have lots of things you can pop on the top. Let me put that back. I'm trying to fill this box up with little makes so that I can just open it up and embellish things with them. Ready-made ones. Okay, let's get back to the Friday freebie. So I'm going to put it like this. This is going to come down, and then I'm going to just stick that just on the corner like that. So just this little bit so it tucks in nicely. You could even actually just pop the glue on the corner like that, and then put this down just so you can sort of catch that like there. Now this one you can only put on this side because this lifts up, just so it catches both. So we just put it on this little bit here, just a little bit of glue down there, so we don't stick it all down together. So then that can just sit there like that. Can you see now that holds that down really nicely? And then this can flick up like that. This can flick out, and these open up. Love it. Now we could put a little bit of lace in there. You can decorate it how you like, but I'm going to put, what should we have? See, these ones are, I suppose, not necessarily, are they? I was going to say they're too big, but let's just stick that in there. Like that. So it doesn't have to be. You can have your big ones. It says roses on there. It doesn't matter that it's coming off the end, as long as you don't stick it down. But I think I'm going to use the middly ones. I'm going to have, look at that one, that's, look, I printed on the back, but my paper was the wrong way. The orientation was wrong. There we go. Let's have a grateful on there. And let's have a little bit. Look, I've got my little, not my little bowl, my big bowl of bits out here. Let's put it over here because it's going to be in the way otherwise. It's going to take a little scruffy bit of this. Don't need that piece. So guys, have you had a good week? I forgot to ask. Have you had a busy week? Nice week? Looking forward to the weekend? If you're still working, do you know, look forward to your weekends where you can do a little bit of crafting and stuff? Let's have, I need a little bit more of something else on here. What are we going to do this weekend? I'm not quite sure. Oh no, my little Billy bookcase came, so I've got one, well, I got two. They were on offer, so I got a little one to go downstairs by our front door. I've already said about this one. So I will be doing that. I might even do that later. Put that on there. So we shall be doing that. And then I've got to pop out tomorrow to pick up a battery. And then hopefully have a bit of a lazy weekend. Nice one, hopefully. A little rest. Because the guy's been still cleaning his roof next door and it's so noisy. Summertime does get rather noisy, doesn't it? Whoopsie daisy. Look at that. I think that's lovely. I think that's really nice. So that just, oops, again. Oh God, don't stick in there. There we go. That opens up, that opens up, that opens up, and then, do you know, I've got some diddy little ones in here. I could even put one of these in, couldn't I? Look at these. Look at that. That's lovely. You could even put it at the top. That works really well. I'm sure I've got smaller ones than that. I've got tiny. These are just so tiny in here. But I think I like that one. Goes really well, doesn't it? Got the little cameo. That goes quite nicely. That goes nicely as well. What word did we put on there? Grateful. I'm going to go with that one. I think. Let's have a look. I need to sort these out. I've got so many. I knew I had some tiny ones. Maybe I'll go with the one that's even smaller. What's these ones here? It's a little one. I like the heart ones. Okay, I'm going to put this one in. There we go. Little bit of ink on there. Do you know what I mean? They could even go little decorate the pockets. I want it to lie flat. I don't want it to be too bulky on the inside. So let's just put that down in there. Look at that, that's lovely. I do like these. So that slots in there, and then this just slots in to both. How lovely. Well, I hope you like it. I do hope you like it. So I have two. Can you see, this is the one that I put just on so it catches that one. but this piece flaps up, so it's better to put it on, stick it to this one. So shall we make this one? This is the Kofi one. So this is really, really pretty. So if you're in Kofi, a monthly or one-off supporter, then pop over and pick this one up as well. All the details are under the video. I've already inked it, so it's all ready to go. So we'll put this one down. Do you know, guys, I've got an envelope from the Friday Freebies somewhere. I think they're up here. These are the ones that I haven't made. Do you know, do you think these would go on there as well? Bet they would. I love all this sort of shabby look, and I know you guys do as well. Any of these would probably go, wouldn't they? Let's have a look. I've got, did have one ready made. Sorry guys, I'm just getting waylaid. So we have this one and a little envelope. Let's go with that one. Okay. So this was a Friday freebie. So, you know, everything is in there. Oops, it's the little card. I'm just going to quickly make this up because I think I might put this on the front of it. Let me just quickly, this is the flappy bit, isn't it? So that goes up. These are lovely. I can't remember what Friday freebie this was, last week or the week. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think it was last week's, was it? Last week's? Oh, the set of 4. If you're not in the Facebook group, we normally pop these into the Etsy and Kofi shop for everybody that, you know, is not on Facebook or in Kofi. You can purchase them for really, really minimal price, just for our Etsy costs. You can pick these up. So, and I normally do it. We normally do it in this sort of set of 4. For like it's really, really cheap, like a euro. Then really inexpensive. It just covers the cost of our Etsy payments. So, but if you're in Facebook, go and get them, and you can get those for free. But there we go. So that's a little envelope, and I'm just wondering whether, I mean, that was sitting there, whether I could use it to tuck in. I'm going to put that to the side. Sorry, I got waylaid there. Waylaid. Just wanted to see if we can put it on the front. Tuck it in. I wanted to tuck it in one of the words, just to give you another sort of idea of what we can do with them. Let's just slot that in. These are so simple to make. Put that down. Make sure I don't get stuck in with glue everywhere this time. Oops. Put that down. There we go. Oh my gosh. Pop that on. There we are. Lovely. I cut all of these out with my scanner cut earlier. You can probably see my scanner cut is just there. I am loving it at the moment. It's my favourite little tool. It's just brilliant. It did take me a little while to sort of like get used to using it. But I know lots of you watched my video on a few little how to fussy cut. Using it, and it just makes life so much easier. I've got so many digital kits and little embellishment kits that I need cutting out, but I just don't have the time to sit and cut them all out. So it really is like having an extra pair of hands. Is amazing. So if you get the chance to get one, whether it's second hand or something, a lovely, lovely, lovely lady gifted it to me, so I am eternally grateful for that. So I feel very, very lucky about that one. So that's that bit. Let's put this over like this, and we shall put these on our little corners. Little dot, tiny little dot on there, like that. Do you guys use double-sided tape to do a lot of your work, or do you prefer glue? Because I know lots of people do use those little glue, those little runners. I've just bought some, but I use those for making my cards, my greeting cards, because I find that they're quite expensive and I get through quite a few doing that. And I think if I used them for my journals and embellishments, I think it would cost a fortune. I don't know whether you guys use them to do things. I think it's quite quick, you know. It makes things a little bit quicker, doesn't it, to use. Oh, I think these are just so pretty. Got this lovely little journaling space there. Right, what was I going to put on the front? I was going to put, before I put my little hearts on, let's see, let's go in. I was going to put roses on this one. I was going to use the big one. I was going to put that because I quite like, you know, it doesn't matter if it goes over, but I was going to stick it down, then maybe use it and put the little envelope, tuck that in. You could, couldn't you? Or you could just put the envelope on the front, and then you could tuck a few little words in there. Oh, I like that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, decisions. What shall we do? I kind of like these. I love these. Should I put that in there? Should we make that into like a little pocket? Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom. Like that, and then just down these sides. Like that. I'm going to do this just in case it makes a big mess. There we go. Oh, fabulous. This needs a little something on it, I think. We need to think, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little word on here. So we've got, I've used Blossom on this one, didn't I? Journey, Grace, Magic. Oh, I've got lots of lovely words in here. We've got flowers. Roses and flowers. Oh, perfect. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of lace on here as well. Or a little bit of this. Scrunch that up. Put this on. A little bit of scrunchy on there. Pop that on. Pop that just sort of to the side like that. And that can sort of sit in there. Look at that, that's fabulous. I like that. Oh my gosh, don't get stuck. Stick that down. So it's like a little pocket. You probably don't even need because Just have a little tuck. Oh no, I quite like the envelope. I like the envelope. Like that. Okay, stop fiddling. Must stop fiddling with it. Right, and then this one can stick down just on that side. Just a tiny, tiny little bit here. There. And then this one can go down. I just plop that on there so I don't go over onto there. So hopefully that will stick down. Look at that, that's fabulous. Oops. Let's make sure we stick them down properly. Should we put something inside as well? Oh, I think we can. We could have just a little diddy one. What should we have? Gratitude. In there or at the bottom? The bottom's quite nice, isn't it? I put it on the bottom. Look at my dreadful printing on the back. Not that I needed to print on the back. But I never know what I'm going to use them for, so I would prefer to print on the back. Look at that, that's so lovely. You could probably put little things on there. Oh, so many things you can do. And then this will just slide in there, like so. And then I've got 4. I'm going to put some in my journal. Now, I'm going to put the Friday freebie in this one. This is pretty full up now, but I'm sure I did have a middle of the journal here somewhere. There we go. And look at the colours. That just works perfect. So I'm going to put this one in, the one we just made. Look at that. Doesn't that work well? Works really well. Now, decision is, do I do it so we have another little pocket in there? Which I think I probably will. And then that makes a little tuck in there as well, doesn't it? So let's do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even need this glue. I can use my tacky glue. Okay, so we need to do this down here. Down there and along this bit. So let's just pop that there. Fabulous. Like that. And then I might even put like a little bit of lace under there actually. Let's open this up. Because that's stuck down. I'm going to put a little bit of lace in here. Got a little bit here. What's these pieces? Is that too big? That little bit looks quite nice poking out, doesn't it? Let's just chop that off. Little bit of glue. Oops. But make sure your glue is dry before you close it so it doesn't all stick together. There we are. Look at that. So we've got a little bit of lace on there and that looks so pretty, but I'm going to just leave that to dry for a second. And I will come back to that one. I'm going to put that up there. Then I'm going to take one of these. Let's take the one that we've just made. I'm going to put it in this little journal because this is the one I'm working on at the moment. Where should we put that one? That's quite nice. Little roses on the roses. Oh, that's really pretty, isn't it? Let's put that there. Should we have a bit of lace going down here? Have I got anything? Let's have a little rummage through here. I'm not sure whether I've got anything that's going to be... Oh, that's... There we go. It's a little pink bit. That's lovely. We shall use that. And I've also got this. Oh, maybe we'll do a little bit of something on there. Little pink pieces. Oh, I might use those. Let's have a... Oh, before I stick it on, let's stick this on first. Let's get the flattest bit. I'm going to use the 3-in-1 because this is quite hard. It's sort of like a netting. It's a synthetic lace, so it's not a nice soft lace. I'm sure it will look lovely on here. Like that. Pop that down. Like that. Make sure we don't stick to underneath so it just pokes out just a little bit. There we are. Lovely. Let's just come back to this little one again. This one's getting a good little embellish, isn't it? That's pretty, isn't it? Should we put this one on, or should we just have a little bit of... I quite like just this one actually. Because I've got this in the pocket, I don't want to make it look too heavy. So let's just put a little double of this on. Just dab that across. There we go. I've had these little bits for a long time as well. Not quite sure where I got those. I've had those for this little trim for a while. That's pretty, isn't it? And again, you can put all sorts of things on these, so embellish to your heart's content, guys, on these. Loving that. Let's make sure this opens up and I haven't stuck it down. No, we're good. We're good. Again, shall we have... I think I might put this a little bit lower and do the 3 sides, and then I can get a tag or something to put in the top. I think that's what I'll do on this one. Let's put a little bit of glue around the edge. Like that. Pop that down there. Fabulous. That's lovely. And then again, I think I might just put a little bit of something along the bottom. Should we go with this one again? I'm going to run it just underneath, I think. Just snip that off. A little bit of glue. A little bit. Ooh, this is a bit gloopy. There we go. Pop these down. Lovely. So when these are closed like that, you see this lovely little bit of lace underneath. And then we just open up. So we've got our 2 beautiful little tabs in there. Tags, I mean, not tabs. Little tags in there. That can just slot in like that. And this one can slot in like that. Look at that, that's lovely, isn't it? So that's that one. And then I think this will probably be dry now. That's nice and dry. And then we can just close this one up like that. Love them. And then this one's got a little side bit so we can tuck something in there if we need to. So there we go, guys. Look at those. I think they are lovely, aren't they? Let me just off to the side a little bit. Fabulous. So this is our lovely, lovely Friday freebie. So this one is for the Kofi. So that's on your Kofi, the Kofi shop. And this is on the Facebook group. So do pop over and take a look at that. These are them as you will print them off. So do print those off. Even if you're not going to use them now, go and print them off because they're not always going to be there. So let's just bring those down there. And don't forget, these are going to be in the Kofi and my Etsy shop. Links for everything will be under the video. These are just beautiful. I am loving these. And they are just lovely. So if you're a shabby lover like me, I'm sure you will love these. They are just beautiful. 3 different sizes and you get loads and loads and loads. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Do have a fantastic weekend, a lovely, lovely rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.